Okay, continuing on our Roxanna Waltz journey here. We're getting into version number 2. This is more of an accompanying version, not as much of a melody, but this would sound really nice to play along with version number 1. And you probably could get away with doing this as its own thing, and would sound very nice as well. But I think you'll understand when you start playing it a little bit. So here we're starting to get into this idea of playing some double stops, which are just partial chords, and we're doing these double stops out of the C position. So it's a great way to play solos and to play a nice full thing. And in the waltz time here, we're getting this whole, right, we're doing that 1, 2, up, down, down, right? So our first C double stop that we're working out of here starts with, think of this C chord here, but I'm going to move it to there. So there's my middle finger is on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and ring finger goes to the 5th fret on the 3rd string. And I'm also letting that E ring out, that open E on the top, because it just sounds so good. 1, 2, and 3, and then I just take that middle finger off and I put my index finger down on the 2nd string on the 2nd fret. And there I'm hitting up on the 2nd string and then down, down on the 3rd string. So far it's now I'm taking this position here and I'm going to slide up, and I'm recognizing where my dots are on the 3rd, right? So my index stops there on the 3rd. The ring has to slide up to the 7th fret. So I can use my dots to get there. Right, 2nd string 3rd fret, 3rd string 7th fret. I could just keep letting that E ring if I want to. Sounds great. And then I'm going to slide back to that original C. So I'm going to go to there like that again, like my first one. So let's just review those again. So we start with the C, and then I go to this, then I go here, back to the C, then to this F. So there what I did is I just, I've got this, I've got this C here, so I'm just going to move my ring finger over to the 3rd string on the 3rd fret and play the 2nd string open like that. And then, just like in version 1, up, down, triple it, 1, 2, and triple it. Now, leaving my ring finger where it's at, I can put this index finger down on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. It sounds like that. And I just do it again. Which is interesting because here's your C, right? But you were doing that even over that G on the measure before. You're playing that C double stop, and sometimes you'll hear fiddlers do that and mandolin players do that. It just has a sort of a nice sound sometimes, and sometimes those work where you can play different chord double stops over opposing chords. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it really sounds great, and that's one of those instances. And then we walk down just like in version 1. So second time through the A part, we do pretty much the same thing. Here. slide up to 3 and 7, then back down to the C, then we do the F, and the G, and then the C. But this time, so the second ending, we're here. So what I did is I started with that little, right? See that? And then you see all this stuff on the page, you're like, what's all these little things? Basically what I'm doing, I'm starting with that, I'm sliding my ring finger down to the 4, and then I grab the 3 with my middle finger. And just tremolo through the whole thing. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I hit that last 3 on the 4 string. Nice strong. So that's bringing the C to C7. Brings us into the B part. So now I have that C7, right? Like C7. Now think about where that F chop chord is, so you could just flip it. C7. It's a great transition to go like that. In Mandolin, on my Mandolin 3 page, you can see where we do that same move on Storms Are on the Ocean, right? Storms are on the ocean, C, C7, F, F. So we're going to do a lot more of this, up, down, down. And then I'm just going to a different F double stop. So I'm leaving this like this. I'm going to take my ring finger there to grab the 4th string on the 5th fret. And just play that over that F diminished, and that works just fine. Then I'm going to shift this, right? Middle finger's on the 3rd, and my ring's on the 5th. I'm going to keep them on those frets, but I'm just going to move them over to the 2nd and the 3rd strings. And that puts me right there. Okay. That's kind of a cool move. So there you have 2 measures to slide from this C to that C. Just like how you had your F there, you got your C there. But we're going but I was doing it with some slides, so it's like, then I'm sliding my ring finger down to the 4 to the 3, using my index to slide from the 1 to the 2, and then my middle finger grabs it like that. So it's then I get to my open D, and then this D, right? So it's open on the middle strings, and then think about like D like that or that, right? I've got those, but I'm just using these fingers. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I get to this G, 1, 2, 3, and then leaving my index, I'm going to swing this around to get to the G7, but I'm just going to play the middle 2, 3, and then this puts us to the end of the song, where we kind of repeat it's like the end of the A part. And then we go, so we have that. Then I'm going to shift to this F. and then I go. And we're over 10 minutes. I hope that this fits. If it doesn't, I'll just have to, I don't know, record another one. But let's just keep going because I wanna explain this here. So at the end here, measure 23. I'm starting with this tremolo with the third string, 3rd fret, and the 2nd string open, like that. And I get into that G, and I just keep tremoloing right through it. So I've got that open F. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that's what it is. So I'm doing up on the open 4th string, down on the 5 on the 2nd string, or 3rd string I mean, up on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then I just do this little big walk up thing at the end. 5, 2, 5, 3. Use my ring finger to slide from 3 to 7. Index on the 3, and that puts me in position to grab those two together at the end. So that's like a G chord, right? G, A, B, C. But if I'm here, I can get it like that. And that's just the big old ending, the big "you will clap now." Alright, so hopefully that will fit on here, and I'll actually let's just try to play it through one more time, and I'll just keep pushing the video and see how far we can get on it. So 1, 2, play. Okay, there it is. Ready, play.